What's up guys, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video I'm going to be making a beat on the SP303 using this box as much as I can. Might have to use the 404 for some effects and stuff later, but going to try and do most of the work in this box and then export it to Ableton, and I'll put it at the end of the video as well. So I hope that's something you're interested in seeing. I've really neglected this box since I bought it, so I thought it was about time I started getting it in the channel more. A few of you have commented saying want to see more 303 videos, so here we go. Now, I had a bit of a nightmare this morning. I recorded a whole video, made a beat, and when I came to import the sound from the Zoom, it turned out it had only recorded for about 15 seconds and then randomly cut off, so really annoying. So I've already put the drums straight in the box because there's no point me doing that again. You know the drill with that stuff by now. So I've got some drum sounds here. Nice snappy snare, all from my lo-fi pack. If you need that, it's on discount till the end of the week at $2.99, which I think is a really good price. So if you could go over and purchase that before the end of the week at the sale price, that would be really helpful. Thanks a lot guys, and thanks for everyone that's already purchased it as well. I hope you're enjoying making beats with it. So let's start putting some chops into the box and start arranging something to make a beat with. Okay, so pretty straightforward so far. As you can see, there's a bit of a delay while the box processes the recordings, but it's not too bad actually. Obviously not as fast as the SX and the A, but it's still decent enough. What I should point out is I am using the card bank here. There's two cards that are the internal memory and two cards that are, two banks that are the internal memory, two banks that use the card, and the card for some reason is way quicker, which I didn't expect, to be honest. I thought it'd be the other way around. I thought the card would be really slow because it's trying to read a card, and the internal will be a lot quicker, but for some reason that's the way it is, unless I'm getting that wrong. So please leave a comment below if I'm getting that wrong for some reason. Another thing that the 303 seems to do with me is every time it records in, it takes off gate and loop, so you have to go through and put gate on every one, but that's not too much of a problem. So let's go ahead and trim some of these a little bit. Trying to just get some of those artifacts off the start of the samples, make them sound a little bit smoother. I've done a video on that before, I'll link to it in the top right corner. Okay, so that's sounding really nice actually. I've got the start points all set up and ready. There's a nice flow to those four chops. One thing that's kind of crazy about the 303 is only having the sort of four samples available. It really limits what you can do, and you have to kind of swap and change samples, or you're going to have to use another bank if you want more samples, I guess. But it's kind of crazy, but fun at the same time actually to have that sort of limitation. So I need 8 free because I'm going to resample a drum loop onto that, and I'm going to do that now. So let's go ahead and sort that out. Okay, just a little bit of processing again. As you could see there, records flashing. Let's have a listen and make sure that's looping properly. Okay, so I might have to actually put loop on, that might help, right? Okay, it's a bit late coming in on the first beat, that one actually. So let's take a little bit off the end. Maybe one more. Okay, that sounds pretty perfect to me. I'm happy with that. So let's try and play that along with some of the samples now to see what sort of beat we can get. Okay, not too happy with the start of that now that it's with the beat. Okay, that's kind of a nice little sound. It's not the best beat I've ever made, but it's kind of got a nice flow to it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to actually try the compression on the 303, because I'm actually interested just to see what it sounds like, whether it can like pull the samples together like it does really well on the 404SX. So let's give that a go. It's MFX12, that's exactly the same as on the 404SX. And again, you can just use remain. So I only need it on the loop and on the samples. I don't need it on the individual drum chops. Okay, really happy with that. I've actually heard before that the 303 is kind of legendary for its compression, so it does actually sound really nice with a little bit of compression on it. I've not overdone it, it's just over halfway. So just pulled the levels up a little bit and give it that sort of like togetherness that really makes the beat sound complete. So what I'm going to do now is bounce that out to the 404SX, and then I'm going to bounce it back into a pad. I'm going to remove these drum sounds so that I've got 3 banks to play with. So again, as you can see with using the card bank, it's actually pretty quick to delete as well. So there you go, there's the drum sounds deleted. So I'm just going to quickly transfer to the 404 and then back into this, and I'll be straight back.
3 weeks later.
Okay, so I've recorded that into the 404 and back into the 303, and it's a little bit sketchy, the loop, but it's good enough for the sake of this video, just making a little beat with the 303, I think. So here's what we've got. There's a little bit of a gap in between. Again, the gap in the gaps with the SPs that keep coming to haunt me, I tell you. But I didn't apply any effects to that loop in the SP404, so I'm going to try some stuff on here. I'm going to try Isolator for a start. Still on start and level there. So that's without, and then with. Sounds a lot nicer, that. Really nice lo-fi little texture to that now that I've taken some of the highs out, boosted the lows a little bit. And And that bass drum is really knocking on this now. It's proper thudding through the mixer. It's quite a nice effect as well. So there I do it. I'm going to resample that to a new pad, so that means I'm going to have to try and get the loop right again, but let's give it a go. Okay, let's see what that sounds like. Probably need to just take off 2 or 3. Okay, that's probably close enough. Vinyl sim's not that great on a 303, I don't think, so I'm going to take the crackle pretty much off. Well, you can't by the looks of it. Okay, that start and end's still not working right, is it? So okay, I think that's as close as I'm going to get it with that one. So, okay, there's the noise off. Here we go. We've got the control properly now. Like the flutter with the 303 is crazy. Like it makes the track sound really distorted if you put it up to full. Check this out. It's like way too much, so I'm just going to put a little bit on. I'm going to put the crackle really low, just so it's occasionally crackling there. Let's actually truncate that, if you can actually. Let's see. Yeah, okay, you can truncate on the 303 as well. I'm not going to do any more resampling with this now, I'll just record this straight into Ableton. Wow, so that took quite a while actually. It was because it's not a very long loop, so quite slow on that one. So I'm going to leave it at that one actually. I think that loop's pretty nice. I quite like it, so I'll put an extended version of it at the end of the track. I might actually even just bounce it through the 404 and add a few effects on the fly just for a bit of a laugh. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you liked that one. This was actually the second time I had to do this video today because the audio cancelled on me the first time, so I hope this was still okay. It might be a little bit rushed, I'm not really sure, but thumbs up if you like the content, if you like the beat, and please hit subscribe if you're not subscribed already. I'd really appreciate that, and leave any comments below that you have, if you any observations or anything that I've asked throughout the video. It'd be really cool to engage with you guys, so please leave some comments. And apart from that, that's it really, guys. Just keep making beats, and I will be back very soon with more lo-fi content. Peace.